There was one thing I wanted to mention about talking about being overwhelmed and kind of crashing and losing things, but I managed to maintain my sobriety. But when it was all said and done and I felt like I was getting back on my feet, I still hadn't dealt with the fact that I was still taking a lot of prescription medication. A lot of medication was for nerves and depression and things like that. And I wondered if I still really needed all that, and pain medication too. Well, I wondered if I needed all that still, so I went to the doctor and decided to get off of everything, give it a try, and weaned off of the Valium and the antidepressants and the pain medication, and started seeing things in the real light. What this did for me was open up my eyes to what I call now my best life. Without that medication, I didn't realize that it was holding me back, and I wasn't really dealing with all of my faults and things. I was still, I guess, in an addiction of sorts. I always thought it was okay because they say, well, if it's prescribed by a doctor, it's okay. But it's not okay. A lot of people might like that, but for me, it wasn't okay. And it actually made things, 90% better. I never looked at the clock to see if I should take my medication anymore. I just didn't feel like anything was controlling me anymore. And the more I put into my now drug-free recovery, the more I found, which was easy to do, to be happy, help others, but not in the way that I got overwhelmed and was trying to, I guess you would call it, overdo it, impress people, what I knew, what I did, how much I could do, all that stuff. I gave that all up. And I just started helping people online, helping newcomers, and realizing that, keep it simple. You don't have to have a million things on the go. You don't have to impress anybody. You don't have to dive right into doing things for the fellowships and that. It all looks after itself, whether you're there or not. So I just wanted to bring that up. If somebody's maybe relying on these things, prescription drugs and stuff, to get through the day, maybe try something else, because the more I did for others, the more stronger I got and didn't need that stuff. I don't have panic attacks anymore. I speak well in front of other people. I don't mind going to social gatherings and things. I'm not afraid anymore. Where actually, when I was taking drugs and prescription drugs to combat that stuff, it actually was holding me back. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So I just realized that this whole thing's getting way too long, so I'm going to try and finish it up here. And what a great place to do it. This is one of our favorite places to go in the afternoon. Nobody's around. It's absolutely beautiful. There's Corinne sitting at the bottom of the river. my son's dog. My dog's around here somewhere. It's just really beautiful. And we talk about serenity. Well, this could be mine. So I was talking about me and prescription drugs and how they played a big role in, I didn't realize it, but I wasn't really sober until I got off of all the prescription drugs. I mean, I still have blood pressure meds and all that stuff, but I don't have any mind-altering stuff anymore. And I find that was the extra push I needed to actually go to my best life. I am so much happier now. I really know what sobriety is and what it feels like. And I didn't realize that stuff was kind of holding me back a bit. Even though I had good sobriety, I was doing all the things I was supposed to do, lots of meetings, helping people, all that stuff. It's different now. Maybe it's my age a bit too, but so I'm going to make some more videos down the road because I feel like I didn't really comment too much on the important stuff. It was just my life story, which really is not all that tremendous or whatever. There's a beaver over there. He doesn't like our dogs. I don't know if you can hear him or not. Anyway, so I'm going to wind it up here. I want everybody to know that 26 years is a long time. And, for some people it's a lifetime. But to go through, I went through 30, 35 years of drinking, some drugs, and, pretty stupid behavior, and nearly killing myself I don't know how many times. My body's broken and bruised and hurts like heck because of it all, but I didn't care. I was too immature, I don't know. I think it comes along with drinking and the disease a bit. No responsibility. I have spent millions and millions of dollars foolishly. I've lost a couple $1 million a couple of times, and now, I live day to day. I don't really care. I don't need anything that I don't already have. I have everything I need. And, I have a great woman, great dog, great place to live. I'm glad I got away from the city and live in this beautiful place. And when they talk about change, I think, moving here was, part of that change. People here are very relaxed and nobody's in a hurry. Everybody waves at everybody. You're driving down the highway and people are waving at you. You can't pull over to the side of the road without somebody stopping and asking you if everything's okay, and you don't worry about it because there's no, I don't know, it's really different. It's a different world, and I get discouraged by, things I shouldn't, but I wake up every day and I say, okay, today I'm going to have the most positive day ever, and most times I do. So I think I'm going to wind it up here for now, and I've decided I'm going to make a bunch of videos on different topics and just talk, because as you've noticed, I seem to have no problem with that. And I think I'm gonna post some of them on YouTube and see if I can't help some people. If they wanted to follow it or whatever, they could, comment, and I could talk about a certain thing or whatever. Texting is great. I like it because if you're texting with me and we're talking about something and you need to know what we're talking about, you can always look back and get more out of it later. But you can do that with video too. If we're talking, in person, words don't come to me as fast as they used to, but when I'm texting, I go as slow as I want and I can use the right words and think of things. But I am 71 years old, and sometimes, things just don't come to me like they used to. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope somebody gets something out of it. If not, well, I did. It's always good for me to go on self-discovery, and that's that. So if you like this, tell me, and if you have anything you want me to talk about, send me a message. I'll definitely try and make a video about that and see if I can't give you some other ways to look at things or make a connection or something, So thank you for watching this far. You got a lot of patience if you saw the whole thing. So goodbye for now, and thank you all so much.